So you think we will allow you marry a rich man before us and leave us here? Old and forgotten? Sister, what are you saying? Sister, why did you hit me? You stole our future. We won't allow that. Now you will be out of our way, Nadia. Please don't do this to me, sister. Please, I beg you. It's done. Sister, please don't do this. Am your sister, please, sister.
My people, come closer. This one is not your regular story. Imagine being loved, protected, and pampered by your own sisters, only for them to take you out one evening, like it's just normal bonding time, and then bury you alive. No warning, no mercy. Just like that. Chai. Family matter no be small thing, no. If this one no make you fear family small, I don't know again, no. But wait first, before we enter this hot gist, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't just watch quietly like say nobody sent you. Trust me, this story is going to make your day and shake you a little too. Now, get comfortable. Let's begin. In one quiet village where news travels faster than network, there lived a woman named Elizabeth and her 3 daughters. The first was Jennifer, the second was Joy, then the last born, the one that everybody used to pamper like she was made of gold, Nadia. Now let me tell you something, no? This Nadia no be ordinary child. Jennifer and Joy, this one suffered small. They were already grown, 30 and 33 years old, still in their mother's house. And no, it was not because men didn't come. Men came, plenty. But the problem, all of them were poor. Farmers, palm wine tappers, the kind of men that would say, I don't have much, but I have love. Jennifer would just look at them like, can love buy rice in this economy? Joy will even add, please shift, you are blocking our future. Like that, they rejected everybody. Now see them, still single. Life no funny sometimes. But Nadia, different story entirely. From small, she was the center of attention. If she says, I want this, before you blink, Jennifer has run to market, Joy has removed her savings. Even their mother will say, leave her, she's still young. Young, okay? This girl was controlling the whole house like small CEO. But make we no lie, Jennifer and Joy truly loved Nadia. Not fake love, real one. They took care of her, protected her, provided for her. Sometimes they even went without food just to make sure Nadia was okay. If anybody tried to mess with her, the two of them would appear like Nigerian police doing raid. Who touch them? As Nadia grew older, her beauty started causing confusion. Not normal beauty, the kind that will make people stop mid-conversation and forget what they were saying. Even old women would whisper, this girl, she will bring wahala one day. Young boys, finished. Men, trying to behave. Village, watching.
Nadia helped her mother in her tomato shop. Simple life, no luxury, no big dreams yet. Just a young girl trying to support her family. But even inside that simplicity, she stood out. You know those people that don't even try but still shine? Yes, that kind. One afternoon, the village was just doing their normal routine. Women gossiping, children playing, goats minding their business or pretending to. Then suddenly, vroom, a car entered the village. Not just any car. This one was shining like it had no business being in that village. Children started running after it. Oyinboka! Oyinboka! Even some adults nearly followed join. Inside the car was Anthony. Handsome, calm, rich. You don't even need introduction. Money was written on his forehead. This was a man who had spent 10 years abroad, building himself into something big. Now he was back. And not just as anybody. His father was the chief of the village, close to the king himself. So yes, this man was important. At that same time,
Nadia was walking home from the market. She had finished helping her mother sell tomatoes. Her clothes were simple, her slippers were not expensive, but her presence, it refused to hide. As she crossed the road, Anthony saw her. And just like that, everything slowed down. Even the driver nearly forgot he was driving. Anthony leaned forward slightly, eyes fixed, confused, interested. Then quietly he asked, "Who is that girl?" Nadia didn't even notice him properly. She just adjusted her load and continued walking. Simple, normal, unaware. But my people, some glances are not ordinary. That moment, it was the beginning of something dangerous. Something that would test love, destroy trust, and awaken something that should have remained buried. So, after that day, Anthony saw Nadia. My people, that man did not rest. The next morning, Anthony was already asking questions. Who is that girl I saw yesterday? At first, people were forming. Which girl? We don't know. You know village people, information is power. But when they realized who was asking, mouths opened immediately. Is Elizabeth's daughter, the last born. Her name is Nadia. One man even added, "Be careful, oh, that girl fine past trouble." Anthony just smiled. Too late, he was already interested. Few days later, Anthony showed up at Elizabeth's house, just like that. No long talk, no warning. Now imagine this. Jennifer and Joy were inside discussing life and how good men no longer exist. Next thing, a clean, expensive car stopped in front of their house. They peeped through the window. Saw Anthony. Both of them froze.
Is he coming here? If he passes this house, I will forgive all the men that broke my heart. But my dear, he did not pass. He stopped. Anthony stepped down, walked straight to their door, knocked. Knock, knock. Jennifer opened, and for the first time in her life, words failed her. Yes, so Jennifer that used to insult men, gone. Anthony smiled politely. "Good afternoon. I came to see Nadia." Silence. The kind of silence that can break plates. Jennifer and Joy looked at each other. Something inside them shifted. Not fully anger yet, but something uncomfortable, something sharp. They called Nadia. She came out. Simple, calm, innocent. Anthony looked at her again, and yes, he was sure. This was the girl. After that first visit, Anthony did not waste time. At first, it was just greetings, then small conversations. Then suddenly, Anthony started taking Nadia out. Not far, this is village, but still. Under the big mango tree, near the quiet side of the river, evening walks when sun is calming down. Anthony would sit with her, talk, laugh, buy her things. Not normal buying things, oh. We're talking fine slippers, new dresses, food that Jennifer and Joy will look at and say, "Is this how rich people eat?" Nadia, she was confused at first. This kind of attention was new. But Anthony was not just rich, he was kind. He spoke gently. He listened to her. He made her feel seen. Then slowly, that confusion turned into something else. Something soft, something dangerous. Nadia started smiling differently. You know that smile? The one that says, "Something is happening in my life." Soon, the calls started. Late night calls. You know those ones that start with, "Have you eaten?" And before you know it, 2 hours gone. Jennifer and Joy were watching everything. At first, they said nothing, but inside, fire. Every time Nadia dressed up to go out, Jennifer would look her from head to toe. Joy would just hiss. One day,
As Nadia was about to leave, Jennifer asked, "Where are you going?" Nadia smiled. "Anthony said we should take a walk." Silence. That dangerous silence. Joy muttered, "Walk or relationship?" Nadia pretended not to hear and left. One night, Jennifer woke up, noticed Nadia was whispering. She listened small, then suddenly, "Nadia!" Nadia jumped, almost dropped the phone. Jennifer snatched it. "Who are you talking to at this time?" Nadia stammered, "It's Anthony." Joy joined. "So now you're doing midnight romance?" Nadia quickly said, "No, it's not like that." But Jennifer was already angry. "You're too young for all this nonsense." Joy added, "Focus on your life first." Nadia went quiet. Because one thing about her, she respected her sisters deeply. Now Nadia was stuck. On one side, Anthony, who loved her, cared for her, gave her attention. On the other side, her sisters, who raised her, protected her, sacrificed for her. She didn't want to hurt anyone, but slowly she was drifting. Meanwhile, their mother Elizabeth was watching everything quietly, observing, thinking. Anthony didn't ignore her. No, that one was smart. He started bringing things for her too. Food stuff, money, support for her business. Elizabeth began to see him differently. Not just as a visitor, but as someone serious. One evening, she asked Nadia, "Do you like him?" Nadia looked down, smiled small, didn't answer. But that silence, it said everything.
Jennifer and Joy were no longer smiling like before. Something had changed. They started noticing the attention and gifts Nadia was getting, the way Anthony looked at only Nadia, the way their mother was slowly accepting him. Jennifer said one night, "So out of all of us, it is her he chose?" Joy replied, "Are we invisible?" Jennifer's voice hardened. "After everything we did for her." Then one day, Anthony came again, but this time different, serious, calm, intentional. He greeted everyone properly, sat down, then said it clearly. "I want to marry Nadia." Boom! That statement, it did not land softly. It landed like thunder. Jennifer froze. Joy's face changed immediately. Their mother looked at Nadia. Nadia looked down, smiling. Inside Jennifer and Joy, something broke completely. That night, they called Nadia. Jennifer started, "You cannot marry him." Nadia looked confused. "Why?" Joy stepped in. "You are too young." Jennifer added, "You have your whole life ahead of you." Nadia shook her head gently. "I love him." Silence. Then Jennifer laughed, but it was not a happy laugh. "Love? You think marriage is about love?" Joy added quickly. "Do you even understand what marriage means?" Then came the real talk, the real bitterness. Jennifer said, "We are your older sisters." Joy continued, "We have waited all these years." Jennifer's voice became sharp. "You cannot go before us." Nadia looked at them, hurt, confused. Then Joy said something bold. "If anything, Anthony should marry one of us." Silence. Even the air paused. Nadia's eyes widened. "What?" Jennifer didn't back down. "Yes, we are older. We understand marriage better than you." Joy added quickly, "We can take care of him better than you." For the first time, Nadia didn't stay quiet. She said it clearly. "I love Anthony and I will marry him." That sentence, wrong move. Before she could blink, slap! Jennifer's hand landed on her face. Hot, loud, shocking. Nadia held her cheek, tears forming instantly. Jennifer shouted, "How dare you talk back at us?" Joy added, "We have spoilt you too much." Jennifer continued, "You think you can challenge us now?" Nadia was shaking, but she didn't take her words back. When they saw Nadia wouldn't bend, they changed strategy. They went to their mother. Jennifer said, "Mama, this cannot happen." Joy added, "She is too young. Surely you will not allow her to get married before us, Mama." Jennifer continued, "Let her wait, at least until we marry first." Their mother looked at them quietly, then said, "Nadia is a woman." They froze.
She continued calmly. Some people, if they miss their time, marriage becomes difficult. Jennifer's face hardened. Joy looked away. Then their mother said the final thing. She will marry him. That was it. Decision made. Jennifer and Joy left quietly. No shouting, no argument. Just silence. But my people, that silence, it was not peace. It was planning. That night, Jennifer said slowly, if she marries him, Joy completed it. We are finished. Jennifer looked at her, eyes cold. Then she will not marry him. Jennifer's voice hardened. We that suffered, we that waited. Joy completed it. We will now watch our younger sister marry a billionaire. Silence. Heavy silence. Then Jennifer said something that changed everything. This cannot happen. Now, love has turned into war. And when family turns against you, even your shadow cannot save you. Jealousy has woken up. And when jealousy wakes up in this kind of story, it does not go back to sleep quietly. After that decision was made, the house changed. Not openly, not loudly, but something was off. Jennifer and Joy suddenly became calm. Too calm. They stopped arguing, stopped shouting, even started smiling again. Jennifer would say, Nadia, come and eat. Joy would add, we were just worried about you, that's all. Nadia was surprised, but also relieved, because deep down, she didn't want to lose her sisters. One evening, she even hugged them. Thank you for understanding. Jennifer smiled. Joy nodded. But my people, that kind of peace, it is not peace. It is preparation. That evening felt normal. Too normal. The kind of evening that doesn't warn you before it changes your life. Jennifer and Joy called Nadia the way they always did. Their voices soft, familiar, almost loving. Come, let's go and fetch firewood at the bush near the river, Jennifer said, tying her wrapper. Joy added with a small smile. We haven't gisted in a while. Soon you become billionaire's wife and start saying you don't know us again. Nadia laughed. You people should leave me. She didn't suspect anything. Why would she? This was their routine. In the evenings, she would escort them to the bush near the village river. They never allowed her carry anything. You are still our baby, they would always say. She would just walk with them, gisting, laughing, feeling safe, doing absolutely nothing. Last born benefits, premium package. They never allowed her stress. So she followed them, happy, relaxed, unsuspecting. The sun was still up, not harsh, just soft enough to paint everything gold. The path to the bush was quiet, but not strange. Birds still made noise, dry leaves still cracked under their feet. Everything looked like every other evening. They got to the spot and began cutting firewood. Jennifer lifted her cutlass, slicing through branches. Joy gathered the wood into small bundles. Nadia stood nearby, chatting, smiling, relaxed. Joy teased her. Madam Nadia, soon you'll be forming I don't eat village food. Nadia laughed. I will still eat your food, Jerry. Jennifer joined in, forcing a smile. When you reach there, remember we suffered with you. I will never forget, Nadia said softly. For a moment, everything felt like before. Like nothing had changed. Like love was still love. Then something shifted. It was small, almost invisible, but the air changed. Jennifer pointed ahead. Nadia, help us pick that piece of firewood over there so we can go. We have gathered enough. Nadia nodded and turned. That was it. She didn't even see it coming. Thud. Something heavy struck her head. Her body jerked forward. Pain exploded. She collapsed to her knees, dizzy, confused, blood already slipping down the side of her face. She struggled to look up, her eyes wide with shock. Sister, what did you just do? Her voice trembled. Why did you hit me? Jennifer stepped forward, her face no longer soft. No smile, no warmth, just something cold. So you think we will allow you marry a rich man before us? Nadia blinked, trying to understand. What? Joy's voice came sharp, bitter. That was our dream, not yours. Jennifer continued, her voice rising with years of buried frustration. We rejected poor men because we believed something better would come. We waited, we suffered, we endured. Joy stepped closer. And you just came and took everything. Nadia shook her head weakly, tears mixing with blood. No, I didn't take anything. Jennifer snapped. You took our future. Joy added, you think we would just watch you marry a billionaire and leave us here, old, alone and forgotten? Nadia's voice broke completely. Please don't do this. I love Anthony. Jennifer laughed bitterly. Love, that is what you are using to destroy us. Nadia cried harder. It's not my fault you didn't marry. Please don't kill me because of a man. God's time is the best. Your own will come. Joy's face hardened. Our time was stolen by you. Nadia crawled back slightly, trembling. Sister, please, don't kill me. Don't do this to me. I'm begging you. I'm your sister, remember? But begging doesn't work when jealousy has already decided. They tied her hands. Tight. Rough. No hesitation. Nadia cried out, struggling, her body shaking uncontrollably. Please, I'm your sister. Please. They dragged her to the shallow grave they had already prepared. That was when the fear truly hit her. This was planned. This was not anger. This was decision. They pushed her inside. She screamed louder now, desperation tearing through her voice. Please, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Don't do this. Jennifer didn't look away. Joy didn't flinch. They started pouring sand, slowly, deliberately. Nadia cried, her voice breaking apart. Mama, Anthony, sister, please, I'm sorry. The sand rose to her legs, her waist, her chest. Her breathing became uneven. Her voice weakened. Please. Her eyes searched their faces one last time. Nothing. No pity. No hesitation. Just silence. The sand covered her completely. And just like that, Nadia was gone. Jennifer and Joy stood there, breathing heavily. Joy whispered almost to herself, "It's finished." Jennifer nodded slowly. "We don't speak about this again." Joy swallowed. Never. They picked the firewood, arranged themselves, and walked back, as if nothing had happened. When they got home, their mother Elizabeth looked up immediately. "Where is Nadia?" Jennifer answered smoothly, like she had practiced it. "We were coming back together, then we met Anthony on the way." Joy continued without missing a beat. "He said he wanted to take her out." Jennifer added, "You know how they do in the evening sometimes. She followed him." Elizabeth relaxed a little. "Yes, that is true. He usually brings her back." She nodded slowly, still a bit worried, but not suspicious. "My daughter will come back," she said quietly. Jennifer and Joy exchanged a quick glance, then looked away. As night fell, the bush became silent. The river flowed quietly. Then, suddenly, the ground above Nadia's grave trembled. Once, twice, then crack! The soil split open. Something beneath it moved. Not struggling, not dying, awakening. From the river, something rose. A presence, ancient, cold, watching. The python goddess had come. The earth broke apart completely, and Nadia's body rose, but not the same. Her eyes snapped open, glowing. Her body twisted unnaturally, something powerful moving through her. Half human, half serpent, something in between, something not meant for the living. She gasped, her voice shaking, confused, terrified. What is happening to me? Her body shifted again, scales flashing briefly across her skin. Her eyes burned brighter. The presence from the river wrapped around her, not physically, but powerfully, calling her, claiming her. Her body lifted and moved, dragged by something unseen, straight into the river. The water opened, accepted her, swallowed her, and just like that, Nadia disappeared beneath the river. Deep beneath, everything changed. Her body shifted. The serpent power moved through her. Then, slowly, she returned to human form. Weak, shaking, barely conscious. She opened her eyes slightly. Fear filled them. Confusion. Pain. "Why?" she whispered faintly. Her voice faded. Darkness took her again. The river went still, as if nothing had happened. Now, she is no longer dead, but she is no longer the same. And the truth behind her existence is about to come out. When her eyes finally opened, confusion hit her first, then fear, then memory. The bush, the laughter, the heat, the voices of her sisters, the sand. Her chest tightened immediately, and she gasped, clutching herself as tears rushed down. "They buried me. My own sisters buried me," she whispered, her voice shaking like dry leaves in harmattan. Before her fear could fully take over, the water around her began to move, not like ordinary river movement, but like something alive was adjusting its presence. Then it rose, massive, silent, commanding, the python goddess. Nadia froze, but strangely, fear did not consume her the way it should. Instead, there was a strange familiarity, like meeting someone she had always known but forgotten. The presence spoke, not with sound, but directly into her mind, calm and heavy. "Child, do not be afraid." Nadia swallowed hard, her lips trembling. Who are you?" The answer came without delay. "I am the one who gave you to your mother." Silence. Heavy silence. Nadia shook her head slowly, confused. No, my mother. Your mother carried you, but I placed you there." Her breathing stopped for a second. "You are not ordinary. You were never ordinary." Before she could question it, the water around her shifted and her mind was pulled into a memory that was not hers. Yet, she could feel every emotion inside it. She saw her mother, Elizabeth, much younger, thinner, broken, sitting by the same river every evening, crying, singing sorrowful songs that carried pain like load on her head. Her husband had just died after a long illness that drained everything they had. Death sat on her neck like a stubborn spirit. 2 young daughters, Jennifer and Joy, clinging to her with fear and hunger in their eyes. Life had become something she was only surviving, not living. Every evening she came to that river, crying until her voice would crack, begging for relief, for help, for something to change. Then one evening, as she cried, something in the river responded. The python goddess had been watching her pain, her suffering, her silent endurance. And in that moment, the goddess decided to give her something the world could not give her, relief wrapped in a child. I saw her pain. I saw her suffering. Nadia's eyes filled with tears. So, I gave her a gift. The image changed. That same night, Elizabeth felt a strange movement in her stomach. She ignored it, thinking it was hunger or stress, but within a month, she realized she was pregnant. Confusion, fear, and disbelief mixed together because there was no man, no explanation. The village talked, of course. Village people know they ever rest, but she carried the pregnancy anyway. Months later, she gave birth to Nadia. The moment the baby smiled, something changed in her. Not small change, deep change, the kind that enters your heart and rearranges everything. From that day, things began to turn around. Her tomato business that had been struggling before suddenly started booming. Customers came from different villages. Money began to enter steadily. Life became easier. Joy returned, and Nadia became the center of it all. Her blessing, her comfort, her unexpected miracle. The vision ended. Nadia was back in the river, shaking, tears streaming down her face. "So, I'm not ordinary," she whispered. The goddess's presence surrounded her again, calm but firm. "You were never ordinary. You were given. You were sent. You were meant to bring light where there was darkness." Nadia's voice broke again, anger now mixing with pain. "Then why did this happen to me? Why did they do this to me?" The answer came slowly, like truth that is hard to swallow. Because humans struggle to celebrate what shines brighter than them. Your sisters loved you, but love mixed with jealousy becomes poison. Nadia closed her eyes tightly, her body shaking as the memory of their faces replayed in her mind. The goddess continued, her presence now heavier. "They buried you, but the earth rejected you. You cannot die that way. You are not meant for that kind of ending." Nadia's breathing slowed as something began to shift inside her. She looked down at her hands, trembling. "What is happening to me?" The answer came simply, "You are waking up." Silence followed. Then the final words came, clear and unavoidable. "What was done to you cannot go unanswered." Nadia opened her eyes slowly, and this time, something had changed. The tears were still there, but behind them, something else had entered. Something stronger, something darker, something that had made a decision. Now she knows who she is. Now she knows where she came from. And most importantly, now she knows what must be done. That evening started like every other evening. Elizabeth arranged the house, waiting. Because one thing about Anthony, if he carries Nadia, he will return her like borrowed plate. No delay, no story. But that night, time was moving and Nadia was not. Elizabeth stepped outside, looking at the road for the 100th time. This girl's safe. Don't tell me she has started forgetting home because of love, oh? She muttered, trying to calm herself. But inside, something was not sitting well. Jennifer and Joy were inside, pretending to be normal. But if you look well, their silence was too loud. Elizabeth called out, "Jennifer, Joy, are you sure Nadia followed Anthony?" Jennifer answered quickly, "Yes, Mama, we saw him on the way." Joy added, "He said he wanted to take her out. You know how they do now?" Elizabeth nodded slowly. "Yes, that is true. He usually brings her back." But she still looked at the road again. Night started settling. Still no Nadia. Now, Elizabeth began pacing. This is not normal. Her voice had changed. Jennifer swallowed. Joy looked away. Then suddenly, knock, knock. Elizabeth rushed to the door, opened it. Anthony stood there, alone. Her heart dropped immediately. "Anthony, where is Nadia?" Anthony frowned. "Where is Nadia? I came to pick her. Isn't she at home?" Silence. Heavy. Dangerous. Elizabeth blinked. "Pick her? But they said she followed you." She slowly turned to Jennifer and Joy. Anthony's face hardened. "I did not see Nadia today." Now, panic entered fully. Elizabeth's voice shook. "Then, where is my daughter?" Jennifer forced a laugh that didn't reach anywhere. Maybe she went another way," Joy added quickly. "Yes, maybe she's with a friend." Anthony stepped forward, anger rising. "This is not a joke." That was the moment fear truly entered Jennifer and Joy, because now the lie had started shaking. That night, nobody slept. Anthony searched everywhere. Bush paths, riversides, neighboring compounds, calling her name like a madman. Nadia! Nothing answered him. He stopped eating, he stopped sleeping. Sometimes at night, he would wake up sweating, saying he saw Nadia prying, calling his name from somewhere dark. Nadia, help me! He was breaking slowly, piece by piece. Elizabeth cried through the night, "My daughter, my daughter." Meanwhile, Jennifer and Joy, they sat in silence, but inside them, fear had started growing. That same night, Joy woke up suddenly, her body cold, her chest tight. She looked around. Everything was dark. Then she heard it. She froze. Slowly, she looked down. Something long, dark, moving across the floor. She screamed. Jennifer jumped up. What happened? Joy pointed, shaking. There, there. But when Jennifer looked, nothing. Jennifer hissed. Stop this nonsense, Jerry. Joy held herself tightly, but her body refused to calm. The next day, Jennifer started feeling something too. She would sit and suddenly feel like sand was entering her mouth. She would cough, spit, nothing. At night, she dreamt she was buried alive, scratching, screaming, begging, waking up choking. Joy was worse. She would dream of the river, drowning, something wrapping around her legs, pulling her down. She woke up coughing water that was not there. Then it happened. One evening, they were inside, quiet, trying to act normal. Then the door opened slowly, by itself. The air changed immediately. Cold, heavy, wrong. They turned and they saw her, Nadia, standing there, but not fully human. Her eyes glowed faintly. Her body flickered. Human, then something else. Something long, something serpentine.
Joy screamed immediately. Jennifer stumbled back. You're dead. Nadia tilted her head slightly. Her voice calm, too calm. You buried me. Silence. Jennifer's legs started shaking. Joy began to cry. Nadia stepped forward slowly. Did you think I would stay there? Then, suddenly, her form shifted slightly. Half human, half python, eyes glowing brighter. They screamed. Nadia's voice dropped, cold. You will feel everything I felt. Darkness swallowed the room. Now the torment has started. Not small suffering, not quick punishment. Real, slow, unavoidable. From that night, Jennifer and Joy stopped having peace. Not small discomfort, real torment. The kind that will make you beg for sleep. And when sleep comes, you beg to wake up. Every night, something different. One night, Jennifer would wake up screaming, scratching her throat. Sand! Sand is inside my mouth. She would run outside, coughing, spitting, but nothing would come out. Meanwhile, in her dream, she was back in that grave, struggling, suffocating, hearing her own voice begging, "Sister, please, don't cover my face." She would wake up sweating, shaking like someone that saw death and returned. Joy's own was worse. She would see herself standing by the river calling for help. Then suddenly, something would grab her legs and drag her inside the water. She would struggle, scream, swallow water, her chest burning. Then she would wake up coughing violently, holding her neck, gasping like someone that almost drowned for real. Sometimes, she would wake up coughing out blood. Daytime was not safe either. Sometimes, as they sat, they would hear that soft sss behind them. If they turned, nothing. If they ignored it, it came closer. They stopped eating properly. Their bodies grew weak. Their eyes sank. Villagers began to notice. Jennifer, Joy, what did happen to Una? People would ask. They would just force a laugh. But fear had already swallowed them. Then came the day they could not hide it anymore. One afternoon, Joy suddenly screamed in the middle of the compound. People ran out. What happened? Joy was on the ground, pointing at nothing. She's here! She's here! She's inside the ground! Jennifer started crying immediately. No, no, don't see it! Joy began shaking uncontrollably. She said we will feel it. She said we will feel it. The villagers looked at each other, confused, suspicious. Then Jennifer broke completely. She fell to her knees, crying, shaking. We killed her! Silence. Dead silence. Joy joined, screaming now. We buried her! We buried Nadia alive! The entire place froze. Even breeze stopped. Elizabeth staggered back. Her ears refused to accept it. What? What did you say? Jennifer cried louder. We killed her because of Anthony, because of jealousy. Joy hit her head on the ground. We didn't want her to marry him before us. We were angry. We were jealous. Elizabeth screamed. The kind of scream that tears your chest. My daughter, you killed your own sister? Villagers erupted. Insults everywhere. Wicked girls. Heartless. Blood is thicker than water, but una own na poison. Some people even spat at them. From that moment, they were finished. Nobody wanted them near. Nobody spoke to them. Nobody helped them. They were pushed out, left in a small hut at the edge of the village. No husband, no family, no respect. Only suffering. Their sickness grew worse. They vomited blood. Their bodies became weak. Sometimes they would scream at night, begging for mercy. But nobody came. Because when you bury your own blood alive, even sympathy runs away. Meanwhile, Nadia returned. Not as that broken girl. No, different. Calm, powerful. She went to Anthony first. When Anthony saw her, he broke completely. He ran to her, held her tightly like someone that almost lost his life. I searched everywhere. I thought I lost you. Then hugged her tightly. Please don't ever leave me again. Nadia hugged him back tightly, tears dripping from her eyes. I won't, she said softly. Elizabeth was sitting outside her hut, sulking when she sighted Nadia. She stood up immediately. Nadia ran to her and hugged her. Mom, she said, sobbing softly. My sweet baby girl, I thought I have lost you. Thank God you survived. She kissed her forehead. Don't ever leave your mother again. I almost died. Shh. Please don't say that, Mom, Nadia said. I'm here now. I'm never leaving you again. Okay, come inside. Let me make your favorite food so you can tell me everything. They went inside together. Few days later, the marriage preparations began. It was grand, big, the kind of wedding that makes villagers gist for years. Did you see the food? Did you see the clothes? Money was flowing like water. After the marriage celebration, Anthony took her abroad. She took her mother with her. Elizabeth finally found peace again. Before leaving, Nadia went to see Jennifer and Joy. They were lying inside that hut, weak, dirty, almost unrecognizable. The moment they saw her, they started crying immediately. Sister, please forgive us. We were stupid. We were jealous. Please don't let us die like this. Nadia stood there quietly, looking at them. This time, no tears. Jennifer crawled forward. We are suffering. Please help us. Joy added weakly. We know we deserve punishment, but please. Silence. Then Nadia finally spoke. Calm. Firm. You remember that was your sister after you buried me? They cried harder. Nadia continued. You didn't just try to kill me, you chose it. silence again, heavy. Then she said the final thing. You will live. They looked up, hope entering their eyes. But she finished it. You will live and face the consequences of what you did. That hope died immediately. Nadia turned and walked away. No anger, no shouting, no mercy, just judgment. Jennifer and Joy lived, but not a life anyone would envy. No marriage, no children, no peace. Only memories and suffering. And somewhere far away, Nadia lived the life they tried to take from her. My people, if jealousy enters your heart like this, even your own shadow will not recognize you again. Before we wrap up, let me ask you something.
Will you allow your younger siblings to get married before you? Say the truth though, don't come and be forming good girl.
Also, if you were in Nadia's place, would you forgive your sisters or let them live with the consequences of what they did? Think about it well, because not everything deserves forgiveness. Now, my people, thank you so much for staying with me till the end of this story. I truly appreciate you. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story with others. Also, drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your opinion on this one. And make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the next hot story. See you in the next one. Bye!